And I'm going to start the recording. All right, here we are. Another Tuesday night at Connus. It's been a month tonight that we're back in action.
Really?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, eh? Okay, so let's find your seat for meditation. Use props if you like. Rock slightly forward and back, engaging the core, releasing the shoulders, skulls pressing back. Place the hands outside of your hips, connecting to your spine, breathe in, and exhale, we'll begin. Coming into our three ohms, take a deep breath in. other. Resting down to the thighs. Slide back to the hips. Move down as you take a breath in, reconnect to your spine. Exhale, chin coming down, not touching the physical body. Let your eyes slowly open. You can blink a few times there to find yourself. Come back up into the space. All right, we're going to come up standing. So come on up. You might want to mute your mics there, ladies, whoever's not muted. Thanks. I was trying to Well, that's what Kim was saying in the class last week was so good to practice at home.
Yeah, I did it on the first. I couldn't do it on the Tuesday, so it was on Wednesday. I was saying some.
Okay, is everybody muted their mics? Mute themselves, because I hear loud sounds. Did your dog help you?
He slept beside me.
Tell us.
And he kind of looked at me and says grunting and growling.
So we're gonna do, oh, sorry, I gotta get my head back in shot. We're gonna do Kapala body first. I call it a tree one anyways. So what happens is you'll be taking your feet distance apart. I'll kind of do it on an angle. And you're gonna like you're hugging a tree. So it's like this, you come in and then you go, ha! That was dynamite, eh? Here we go. So inhale and then, ha! 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 Two more. Ha! Ha! I kind of like that. Step your feet towards each other, and you're going to make little claws like a cat. And you're just going to go up and down really fast, like you're scratching. I've got one cats in my neighborhood. I just put compost around my honeyberries. They're really good for my compost. And 2 days in a row, they come and they go and they scratch all my compost away from my honeyberry plants. And I'm going, where are you cats? I'm going to find you. No, these people in my neighborhood let their cats roam around.
Usually they dig and poop in it.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's what happens in my garden.
The cats are gonna poop in my. The cats are gonna poop in my. Okay, you can stop. Yes.
There's something here.
It's working with your shoulders. See? Can you feel the work with the scapula? It's like you're scratching like a cat.
There's something here.
Your elbow? Where you're locking your joint?
Maybe.
Okay, so we're gonna do Nitabhasana palm tree. Interlace your fingers, reverse them away. Standing up, micro bend your knees. We're still gonna do another side bend today, but we're just gonna do this as our warm up. So exhale, we're gonna lean to the right. Inhale back to the center. Exhale, lean to the left. Stretching the waist and the hip. Really anchoring through your feet. So you're not gonna go too far in the lateral flexion. Ooh, yeah. Do it again. And then we're gonna either look up the hands and change the fingers or take the arms down and do it, whatever you like. Go to the left side first, exhale into the side bend. And go back to center and to the right. I'm gonna do it 2 more times either side. Stretching in the side body, pressing back through the skull. In and out through the nose. Last one will be to your right side. And then release the arms and shake them out, comfy, more head position. Okay. Now, this is kind of fun. We're actually going to do a balance right off the bat. So hopefully you're excited about that. Okay, to go with our theme of, so from that side bend approach, what we're going to be doing is we're crossing a tree pose. Now we're going to be using the wall. So remember when you use the wall, it'll be your inside knee that is flexed, but make sure that your knee is not jammed against the wall. Now you can have your hand on the ledge there, ladies, or the wall, whatever you like. and your outside knee will be bent. Okay, so what foot are we standing on first? Right. No, but if we include this also as a balance, we would stand on our right foot first. So I'm saying. Okay, so we've got our position. Inside knee is flexed. Make sure you're not placing your foot on your knee directly, right? Below it or above it. So raise your outside arm. Inhale, and then exhale, we come into a side bend. Stretching into that long reach. Now you may touch the wall, the window, it doesn't matter. But we're going to do that 2 more times. So exhale, we come up. Reach through the fingers. Then inhale, you come back down 1 more time. Once you finish the 3rd time, release the inside leg, turn around, we'll repeat the same thing on the other side. Yeah. Okay, so same thing, bending your inside knee, make sure it's not jammed into the wall. And to the ledge or wall, outside arm stretches up. And then exhale into the side bend. And then inhale, reaching down. Okay, 2 more times. So I call that a reverse tree. We're doing opposite to what we normally do. Okay, finish your last one. And then once you finish, you can face the front of your mat again. We're back into Tadasana. So just a couple things we're going to do first is for the shoulders. We're going to interlace our fingers so the thumbs parallel behind our back. So what we're going to be doing is not flexing the spine. We're going to stay upright and just move the arms straight and open through the chest. Okay? So once you've got the position, think about the shoulder blades going down the back. You breathe in, then exhale, just raise the arms from the body, micro bend your knees, press back through the skull. Hold it for a few breaths. Open through the front body. And then release. Now the next time we do it, we're just going to try to go a little bit higher. So you breathe in, exhale, you lift away, track the shoulder blades. Open your belly, why not? No tension in your fingers, so don't pull that hard. And release. Last one. Breathe in. And then exhale. Is it your back?
I fell just before I came here.
Oh, it is on the property?
At home. So I'm feeling it, yeah, on my right side.
Well, take it easy. Come out a step sooner, okay?
Yeah.
All right, shake it out. And then the next one we're going to do for the wrists, we're going to have a T shape with our arms. Make a light fist. I call it reverse door knocking. And then you bring the fingertips down, stretch, and back up. Just seeing if I got this on gallery, because I should, right? Ooh, where do I see that again? Keep going. Gallery. Oh, that's what I want. Oh, I can see here. I think I can see it better. Okay, then just hold it there. Breathe. Pause. And then release fully. Just roll your shoulders back. Okay, we're going to come into our Surya Namaskar. So let's step to the front. Make sure you have nothing on your mat. No danger zone for you. And we're going to do our sun breath. Hands into Namaskar Mudra. Breathe in. Exhale, we circle out. Inhale, you decide where you're looking. Forward, up to the hands or back beyond. Release your neck. Super reach big time. Got a big bubble around you. Back into the heart. Inhale. Release the chest. Exhale, circle out. Inhale, where's that focal point? Your drishti. Neutralize your neck. Super reach. Stretch and bend. One more time. Inhale. Exhale up. One. Exhale. Okay, into our Surya Namaskar. Let's take a breath in to begin. Exhale, release the arms by your side. Soften your knees. Stretch up toward the ceiling. As you inhale, your eyes are open. Exhale, come down for Padahastasana, hands to feet close. Remember, you can rest your hands to the body anywhere but the knees or touching the floor. Inhale, look a smidge ahead. Exhale, let your head sink heavy down. Inhaling, exhaling. One more time, inhale and exhale. Fingertips coming to the floor, outside of your feet. Take your right foot up. Step back into lunge. Inhale, back leg raises up. And then exhale, feel the tracking of the front knee. Inhale, exhale. Okay, last one. Feel your nice long spine. Soften through the front knee. Come on back to your first dog of the night. Hands shoulder width apart, feet hip width apart. And you're going to take your dog out for a walk. So we're going to alternate. Press one heel down to the floor, side to side. Feeling that stretch come into the back body. Right down towards Achilles. Couple more whacks. And then inhale, raise up on the balls of the feet. Exhale, lower the heels slightly down. Just where you're happy to go. And inhale, look a smidge ahead. And exhale, step right foot back plank, followed by your left. Get your longboard position. Pick your variation that you like. Elbow creases smiling at each other. Feeling fine. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, contract the bandhas, pull everything in, and then inhale down without losing control. All the way down, getting ready for Bhujangasana. You can do Sphinx or Cobra. You can create more space between the feet or change the arms, right? So looking down, breathe in. Exhale, root, activate, release the shoulders. Now exhale, articulate, nose, neck, up in a spinal extension. Take a breath up into the chest. Exhale, fire up the guts, suck in the belly, keep it in. Inhale, down the gut. Dig the toes with exhalation, send your hips up and back. You're walking back into your dog stretch. And remember, if you need to be down on your forearms for forearm dog, if your wrists get cranky, you can do that. Or use the jellies too. Feeling that stretch in the back body. And inhale, we're going to look a little bit ahead. Up on the toes or down the knees. Right foot steps forward for your lunge, please. Getting the hips and the shoulders in the front plane. Inhale, back leg raises up. Then exhale, you lunge and track the right. So you're feeling the left hip flexor now stretch. Breath up. Exhale, crown of the head leads. Once more, inhaling. Exhale. Float left, bend right. Left steps forward beside your right. And you're back into Padahastasana, hands to feet pose. Inhale, you look a little bit ahead. Exhale, you let your head sink on down. Okay, try 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, let go of any tension. Just make sure you're not hyperextending your knees. Got a little micro bend there. From here, we lift the hands to the hips, belly towards the thighs, use the quads, eyes open, inhale. Exhale, namaste. Back to the heart center. Other side, breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping up. Exhale, flexing forward, long levers are into the body. Flat back, you should descend the spinal column. Maybe noticing your hamstrings, how they're getting happier. Inhale, look a little bit forward, raise your gaze. Exhale, let your head sink down. 2 more times. Let go of any tension that you store in the neck or the shoulders. Last one. From here, we're going to step our left foot back now into Anjaneyasana. Finding the hips and the shoulders square to the front. Inhale, back leg raises up. Exhale, we lunge and track right knee to the second toe, feeling that left hip flexor again. Breath up. Exhale, nice long spine. Let's maintain that one more time. Inhale. Exhale. Soften through the front knee, step on back. Find your feet to be hip width apart and your hands shoulder width apart in your dog. So here you can stay absolutely still if you prefer, or if you're a mover, you're going to move. So raise both heels in unison. They lift together. And exhale, they lower down for the stretching in the back body. Breathing up. Exhale, releasing. One more time. Then pause and hold. Now wait for plank. So inhale, lift a little bit ahead. Left foot steps back, followed by right. Remember, you could be down on your elbows, or down on the knees. Take a breath in. Exhale, contract the bandhas. Everything pulls in. Keep it in. Inhale down. Release the feet. Set yourself up for Bhujangasana. Keep your neck in neutral, looking down. Breathe in. Exhale, reactivate. Release the shoulders. Then exhale, come up. Nose, neck, up into spinal extension. Breathe up into the chest. Exhale, engage those bandhas. Keep them in. Inhale down, release in. Okay, dig the toes. Press the hips up and back. Dog away. Hang it out again. Breathe. We're going to do next. Task. Hopefully you'll be that. Okay, inhale, we look a little bit ahead. Up on the toes or down the knees. Left foot comes forward. Lunging, please, or assist that leg ahead. Getting your nice alignment. Inhale, back leg ascends. Exhale, we descend the front. Twice more, we're breathing out. Exhale, we're going down. Last one. Okay, float right, bend left, right ahead, side to left. Back into Padahastasana, forward bend. Inhale, we lift a smidge. Exhale, we let our head sink down. 2 more, please. Last one. From here, we're going to float the hands to the hips. Belly towards the thighs, use your quads, circle up, eyes open. Excellent. Now we're going to be adding on, of course, and it's going to involve a tree. We're going to be doing side plank with a tree leg. Maybe, maybe not. Depends on your body. For example, I'm going to show you where, now, what makes this so special is we're going to actually do it 4 times. We're doing it on each side. So we're going to go to one side and to the other side, do that twice. So loud cheering, please. Okay, so what's our plan here? I'm just so scared my mat's slipping away. Second, I know what I'll do. Do something sneaky, pull that back slipper. Okay, so where you're going to put this, of course, is after plank. So I'm in my regular plank. I'm going to show you a couple variations, okay? So the first one will be the one we want to go to. So I'm going to roll onto my side. What I want to avoid, you can't see my pants, but I want to avoid dropping my hips down, pressing back through the skull. Then to incorporate a tree leg, I usually low tree and press up. Okay? If I'm not doing tree, I'll stack or put the foot behind or the foot in front or the hand to the hip. Okay, a couple other variations for side plank would be I lower my knees. Oh, my pen got caught. Roll and have one knee flexed and one leg long, or I can do both knees, keeping the knees flexed and coming up. Or if I have concerns with my shoulder, and any weight bearing is not going to work today. You could do an elbow plank. So from here, I go from regular plank, I just come all the way down, take my sweet time rolling, getting all set up. So I create a 90-degree angle. And then the hips are heavy, at least mine are. I got to get them off the mat, right? So I got to bend the knees a little bit to get a little bit of momentum to take off. Then I could do a tree leg here if I want, or stack, or have it in front. So you'll pick the one you want, but when you're done, you got to roll over to the other side. I know. Then we'll come back to regular plank, and continue on with the Surya Namaskar. That was exhausting. Okay, let's see you do it. Any questions? Do you know which one you're going to do, or you think you know which one you're going to do? Okay.
I don't know how to show you the one that.
Well, yeah, you want to listen to your body, right? So remember, we're not going to do 3 breaths for the rest of the asanas. We're just going to do 1. But of course, we'll hold the plank longer. Here we go. Well, we've been back to class for a month. We should be able to do this now. All right, here we go. Breath in. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweeping up to the sky. Exhale, down to the earth. Find your range of motion. 1 breath. Inhale, we look a smidge. Exhale, we let the head be heavy. Bend the knees, fingertips outside your feet. Right foot back into Anjaneyasana or lunge. Squaring the hips. Inhale, back leg raises. Exhale, we're lunging the front. Soften through the front knee. Come on back and find your dome. Find your hands, find your feet. Nothing fancy, just hanging out, breathing. I know you're thinking about the side plank. Just live in the present moment. Squirrels the dog for just a couple more breaths. No, don't 5 minutes to stop here. Okay, inhale, look a little bit ahead. Right foot back to plank, regular plank, followed by your left. You want to supercharge yourself. So take a deep breath in. Exhale, you're going to roll towards the right of your mat. And come into your side plank on that side. Pick one that you want. Remember, you could do the tree leg if you like it. But you got to push that bottom hip up. You can't sink down through the hip. You got to be super strong. Now, the drishti's up to you. You can look ahead, you can look up, you can look downward. As long as you're staying stable, enjoying yourself. Aha. Inhale, exhale, tree leg. Slide your leg back down. Back to through plank and roll right to the other side. Go. Nice. Press back through your skull. Reach through the fingers. Side where you're looking. Be a happy planker. You know, like happy camper, except it's happy planker. Sorry. That's good. You love it. See? Inhale, exhale, come back to regular plank. Scoop in your core for the transition. Regular plank, regular plank. Okay, breathe in. Exhale, coming down. Knees or chest. Down you go. Engage that core. Nice. You're going to like this extension. Set yourself all up. Looking down. Breathe in. Exhale, activate, release. Now exhale, you come up. Find your spinal extension. Breathe up into the chest while you're there. Super engage the core. And back down. Take the toes, dog away. Restful dog. Breathe. Remember, dog is supposed to feel like Pranayama, child pose 8.
It does after that plank.
I know, hey. Inhale, look a little bit ahead. Up on the toes or down knees. Right foot forward, lunging, please. Anjaneyasana. Help your leg or flow it through, whatever you want. Just make sure your hips are square ahead. So inhale, back leg raises once. Exhale, we lunge the front. Float left, then right, left forward, beside your right. Back to hands to feet. Inhale, we look a smidge. Exhale, we let the head sink down. Float the hands to the hips. Sweep up to the sky. Let's keep those eyes open. Only going back as far as you like, that you have control. And back to your heart. Trusting that was spectacular. Fireworks, okay. Let's do the other side. You're almost done. Ta-da. Breathe in. Exhale, release. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, back down to the earth. Find your range of motion. Make sure there's no discomfort in the low back. So let's take one breath here. Inhale, we lift a smidge. Exhale, let your head go heavy. Hands to far outside your feet. Left leg back into Anjaneyasana or lunge pose. Inhale, back leg raises. Exhale, we're lunging. Soften through the front. Step back for your dog. Breathe. Now, I just want to remind you, we're going to do that again, except this time, we're going to roll to the left side of the mat instead of the right as your first one, okay? So inhale, look a little bit ahead, left foot goes back, followed by right, regular plank pose. Super engage your core. What are you going to do? You're going to have fun. Take a breath in, exhale, engage your core, roll to the left side of your mat, side plank in. Pick your variation that you like. You can always change your mind. Which way did you go the first time?
Well, this is left.
Whichever side you didn't do first, I want you to do as your first one, yeah. So don't worry, it's okay to be in the opposite direction. Press the bottom hip up, 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 and away. Okay, inhale, exhale, use your core. Lengthen that leg if you're in tree leg. Right over to the other side. Swisher. Go, go, go. Tighten those abdominals.
Are we racing?
We're having fun. Yeah. No 20-minute joke. Oh. I wouldn't joke about side plank doing it twice for 20 minutes. Okay, from here, inhale, exhale, release your gaze, stack your hips. Oh, regular plank just for a moment. Oh, it seems like it was so short. Take a breath in and then exhale, activate your core down. You go, get ready for your Bhujangasana. Okay, position your legs and arms. Feeling fine, Helen. Take a breath in. Rootin, activate, releasing, and exhale, articulate and come up. Where are you looking? Where your neck is happy. So don't crank into your neck. Breathe in. Fire up those bandhas, pull everything in, keep them in, inhale, and exhale down with your core. Okay, I think this is your last dog, so let's send it back and enjoy it. Dog away. My husband came home with a new idea for my dog barking at me constantly. He's working at a job and they have a little chihuahua, and my husband goes out to their garage for half an hour and the dog barks, so the woman took a little squirt bottle and squirted the dog and it stopped barking, right in his little face. So I'm going to try that one next. Okay, inhale, look a little bit ahead, up on the toes, down the knees, left foot forward lunge. Trying to get my dog to stop barking at me constantly.
How come she looks like it?
Because she's 14 now and she wants food every moment of the second. And every treat every second. Inhale, one leg up and lunge. Float right, then left, your head beside your left. Back into Padahastasana, hands to feet pose. Find your range of motion. Inhale, look ahead. Exhale, let your head be heavy down. Float the hands to the hips, belly to the thighs. You're going to circle up. Yes, you are. It's your breath. Then inhale and exhale. Down we go. Ah, we have so many things to do with trees tonight. How are we feeling? Good. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to come into regular tree pose. Then we're going to sway it. Then we're going to try to raise up on our tippy toes. And then we're going to, I don't know, maybe I should take a break. And then we're going to add a back arch. So what did I say?
Swinging.
A swinging
We're going to do regular tree. Okay. Ta-da. So my modification is cowboy or heart, right? And then we're going to sway our tree. Do. And then what was the next one? Sway, perch. Oh, yes, here, and I'm gonna try to raise up, lift the ball of my foot. Ooh, and it might be a falling forward tree. Aha. Okay, so I'm tiptoeing, and then I lower back down. Then the last one will be the back bend. So then I take the arms behind, interlace back to the palm tree. Now, you cannot lock your support knee. Your knee has to be bent in this one, okay, or you're gonna jam. No jam in the low back. So I'm gonna lift the chest, inhale, roll the shoulders, what we did in our warm-up. That's why we did it. I'm gonna breathe in, exhale, pull my belly. Coming down, oh, crack it apple. Now, if I have neck issues, I can keep my bushy head. No neck issues, I can go ahead with extension. I'm gonna use my core to come strongly out, right? And then release it and shake it out. So it's gonna be a little taxing because you're doing 4 things on one leg, hey?
Oh, very well.
You are challenging us the last couple of weeks.
I thought you had such a long time off that you want to do. So we're gonna start balanced on our right foot, right? Now remember, even though I said all that stuff, if you need more support, you could do the first few with your back to the wall, but the back arch, you would have to stand sideways to the wall if you need it for back issues, sciatica, knee issues, or help with your balance. Okay, but the last one, you're gonna have to come up looser. You need the wall. Okay, ready to go? All right, find your Tadasana. Micro bend. I'm just looking across on the floor to help you, right? So here we go. Shift over to the right side. Now on your tree, you can do earth tree with your toes touching the floor. You can do low tree with your heel below the knee. Now this will be tough in high tree though, but I'm not going to stop you if you want to go there. If you want to go in high tree, then your toes are above the knee, okay? I'm going to stay in low tree because I know it's coming up. Then from there, you want to make sure you're not the sunshine girl there. Scoop in the belly, lengthen the low back. Now you can press the foot gently into the leg, right? Break that resistance. Float the arms up. I usually like to go through namaste. Inhale. Exhale, separate, plug in. Now, make sure that you're not locking your right knee. Got that little micro bend to the joint. Really important that you're not locking. And if you need to change your arms wider, feel free. Now, when we come into our swaying tree, don't look at me if I'm swaying, it's going to throw you off. Just so you know. Okay, so here we go. Wind's coming through. So we're adding a little lateral flexion. Whoa. Getting a little stuck there. If you lose it, just as okay, come back to the center as I do. I lose things all the time. Now back to the center and reconnect. Reconnect. Bend your right knee. Now when you're ready, try to lift your right heel away from the floor and take it into a more of a balance, even harder. Woo! You might go up and down and repeat it. Now don't get a cramp in your feet, okay? Last time attempted. Okay, lower your arms. That might be nicer for you. Yeah. And so then, Jen, be careful when you take your arms around the side. You don't hit the wall because they're going to be interlaced behind your back, right? Okay, so remember we have to have that right knee flexed. Don't try to lengthen because I'm going to bend that knee for me. So let's do what we did previously. We're going to open the chest, move the arms away from the body. Connect. Take a breath in. Exhale, fire up the bandhas, bend the right knee, reaching the arms back, opening the chest. Decide where you're going to go. Neck issues, keep your gaze ahead. Activate the bandhas every exhalation. It's just going to help you, first of all, stay stronger and help you connect. I know, okay? When you're ready to come out, take your breath in, release the neck, and then exhale, slowly come out. You're probably just going to want to do this for a second. Take your feet and just create a release. We're working on that one side. Do a little bit of the frozen pose release. Now, how was that? Not as bad as you thought?
The tippy toe was super hard.
Yeah, it was, hey? If it bothers you to go up in your tippy toes, you hurt your toes, just stay with your foot on the floor. Like, it's no big deal.
My brain waving that we do.
There's like, you know, in yoga, there's no competition.
Oh, Helen.
Okay, we're gonna do the other side. Okay, so reconnect to the earth. Shift over to the left side, bend the left knee, make your right leg up. Where are you gonna go with it? Not on the knee. Hips and ribs facing forward. Get rid of Sunshine Girl by activating the bandhas. Bring your hands together. You're gonna float up, right through your left toes. Fan through your fingers, create some energy as you rise. And then into your tree pose. Now I can look down across on the floor, right? Out my balance, I can look straight at it. But if you're looking up, that's fine, but eventually you're gonna have to come back to neutral, right? You don't wanna look up and sway your tree branches. Okay, so if you're extended with the neck, release it. Now bend that left knee, will help you a little bit more and sway your branches side to side. Are you aware of your bandhas? Or are you just thinking about, I don't want to fall over? Okay, one more sway there, ladies. Reestablish your pose. Now focus. Microbend the left knee, take a breath in, try to raise your left heel. One side definitely easier. You should try to do it 2 or 3 times just to prove I can do something like crazy like that. And then root your foot, which kind of feels good. Sweep the arms down. And then if you're going to use the wall, you turn to your side left. Bring your clasp hands behind, open the chest. Remember our left knee is bent. Flex it more. Now take a deep breath, lift the collarbones. Exhale, fire up the core. I even use my glute there. Everything I can use, I use it. Lifting the collarbones, coming into my extension. Going where you're going to go, and then you decide where you're going to look. Breathe in. Exactly, use the wall if you need it. Yoga shouldn't be a torture chamber. All right, when you're ready to come out, what are you going to do? You're going to prepare. Take a breath in. Exhale, release the extended neck. Release the hands and carefully come down. Take a little space between your feet and do a few more twisting actions. Now, believe it or not, that's not our first tree. I know you're wondering, when are we going to sit down? I see you looking at the clock already. But we're going to do toppling tree tonight. Toppling tree is the correct name. Dharma Mitra calls it toppling tree. He's a master yogi, so I go with him. Now, toppling tree, you're going to have, I'm going to demo for you. You're going to have a few options as to what you want to do. So a second.
Yeah.
No. Toppling tree is standing on one foot. So because we're going to balance on our right foot, we'll be just stepping the left foot back. Just watch first. Okay, so I'm going to psych myself up. Now, I just want to say, you have a few options here. Okay? So you inhale, exhale, you can hinge and start to lift the foot. I don't want to rotate in any way, so I'm going to stay in that front plane. And then what I basically do is just topple over to get my fingertips to touch the floor. I could have blocks under my hands too. Then from there, I walk my hands piercing towards my body. So I can stay here, or I can challenge my balance. Opposite hand first, my left hand comes off the floor. And then if I'm with it, I don't know, let's see what's gonna happen. My right hand. See how my foot, I'm trying to compensate. My foot is not exactly straight there. And then you come further to pose. Carefully come out. Now I want to mention something. If I swing this leg forward and meet it in, jam my back, my SI joint. Don't do that. Just lower the leg down, doesn't matter. Push into your thighs, save your back. Step up, always better, okay? Now there's another variation of toppling tree though, if you want to do that and not touch the floor at all. It's where you take the, I'll just switch legs for the sake of it, doing palm tree. So then you don't have to touch the floor at all. Oh, my hand's getting hot. Invigorating. What one would you like to do? I'll leave it up to you. Okay, trees. We have to balance on our right foot first, so that means we're stepping our left foot back. Oh yes, if you need blocks, have them handy to do for yourself. Anyone else need some blocks? Left foot's back, because remember we always want to stand on our right leg. I know we did a lot of balance tonight, eh? You're welcome.
It's good for the upcoming winter.
Let's not even think about that. Yeah. Okay, are we ready? Psych yourself up. Take a breath in. Like I like to get my hands to my hips.
Which leg is left?
Left foot is back. I just like to feel my pelvis. So shift a little bit, bend the right knee. Just float the leg up first. Experience where you're at. Try not to rotate out to the side. From that point, you're going to flex down, or if you're doing the interlaced fingers behind the back, palm tree, then you're not. You can walk the hands further away from you to help with your balance or have the blocks. But your goal eventually is to walk the hands closer towards your body. Either stay there or bring the left hand to your right ankle to challenge your balance, or join it with the right. Pick one of those that suits your fancy and breathe with it. Now, when you're ready to come out, I expect you to do it yourself. Take your time. Because I want you to listen to your body. And remember, we're not stepping that leg forward. Don't yank in your back. If you're ready, you'll inhale, exhale, walk your hands up. Let your back leg just plop down there. Don't worry about where you land. Then carefully step forward. Good. All right, you ready for the other side? Ready as will ever be. Okay. That means your right foot is back slightly. Focus. Find a drishti point along the floor that you're going to go zoom into. Get it? Zoom. Okay, inhale. Exhale, hinge. Float the right leg up. What I'm going to do, make sure my hips are square. And I start to raise the leg, find my balance. I can teeter-totter over, get my fingers to touch the floor, see where I'm going to be. And I can walk the hands closer as option one. Option two is bring your right hand to the ankle. Option three is join the left hand with the right. Usually what we do on one side, we try to duplicate it on the other side, right? Keep breathing, that's how you stay in the pose so long. Nice though. We loved it. Inhale. And when you're ready, you can come out of your toppling tree. Yeah, careful when you topple up. And once you're straight ahead, step in. And we're just going to counter it out with Padahastasana. And all we're going to do is just leave our hands on our thighs. So one of the variations of hands to feet. So we're not going to touch the floor. So you got your Tadasana set up. You're going to breathe in. Exhale, you're going to flex. Place your hands on your thighs above your knees. That's where you're going to go with it. Get that nice flat back position. Push the shoulder blades down and scoop in your navel. So you're going to work with your upper back too and just hold it and breathe. Should feel kind of good. And then from here, you're going to inhale and exhale, slide all the way down, coming down. And yes, you get to rest in Chal pose, Brahmatanasana, or Dharmakasana. So do you want your arms ahead, wiggle like a worm, or do you want your hands into the back plane, holding the sole of your feet? Yes, you get to rest for a few breaths because I'm super nice. Don't forget that. Imagine you can breathe from the sacrum towards the crown of your head, so up through the length of your spine. Your last few breaths. Okay, if your hands are in the back plate, inhale, bring your hands forward, exhale, root them, and everybody raise your gaze on inhale, exhale, walk your hands back. So next we have Sarvangasana, and we're going to put Vikrasana tree pose in shoulder stand. I've already set my mat up, so I'll be ready for you. You'll be using 1 to 2 blankets depending on your neck, and don't worry, I'll give you a modification for this too, if it's not for you. Now, looking to see what my camera's going to be. I'm just going to demo for you. Just want to say that feels great. All right, so I'm going to position myself for Sarvangasana, getting everything rolled in, ready for action. Breathe in, exhale, use the bandhas. The only way I'm going to get up in the air, right? Use my core, unless you put coconut oil on your feet. I'll survive it, and then I roll the shoulders in. Just a second, get one roll up. To create that gel and hair bond, I really like to get in there. So here, in Sarvangasana, I can keep my feet to the wall or raise one leg. Okay, if I want to do a modification. If I'm going to do the full Sarvangasana, I like to drop my knees down to my nose first. And you can pull additional clothing up if you like. And then you're going to lengthen up. My pants are fucking it up. And then tree leg. This is what happens. We're going to come into Vikrasana, flex the knee. Now, what I want to do is not crash forward. I want to push up. So I'm in a higher position, right? Hold it for so many breaths. Switch to the other side. And coming back down. Oh, I feel like I need to do ta-da, all the way down. I had a few cracks of that. Okay, so for our counter pose is fish, but we're going to do a variation of fish. If I'm not doing fish, remember you're going to do the passive back bend. Roll your blanket, put that between your shoulder blades and your off bend. Now, so in this fish, make sure I can lengthen my legs. So one where I fold the arms behind my back. So your shoulders got to be okay with that. Okay, so opening the chest. So here, just to show you, I could do a chest opener like this and not drop down into the fish head, right? Still open my chest if I want. Otherwise, here when I come out, I like to flex the foot, and you have to have pure core strength to take yourself up, which I know you all have. Okay. So if you're not doing fish, you're going to do the passive back bend. So for example, if shoulder stand is not for me, you can use the block idea, which we've done before, right? Get your 90, put the block under your tush. Let your legs float up. And then you can basically duplicate the same thing. Come into tree leg. Now here, what you can do is you can allow this knee to come down. I could take my hand and support my thigh. Like this too. Otherwise, I can stay up high. And I can still do my tree action. Okay? And then I'll release that and come into my back bend. All right. Any questions on that? Okay. Yeah, we're doing both sides at once. Exactly. So the amount of time that you're going to stay up there, kind of divide your time. One leg is going to be so long. Now, let's see your head. Let's see you bring your head down, Deb, for a second.
not.
No, I don't think you need 2 blankets. No, you're causing too much extension, so your blanket's a little too big. So try just the one. Yeah, because it's probably a fluffier blanket. Yeah, looks better. Never turn your head to the side when you're up in your inversion, please. Let's keep your neck happy. So Louise, your blanket has to go up about 1 inch towards the door. Blanket move up 1 inch. Yeah, you're too far to get back.
My brain doesn't want to do it.
Then you can pick the block one.
I've done it before.
It looks like you're too far away from the wall, Kim.
Maybe.
Like you're not at a 90-degree angle. Like, you know how I set up where I shrug the shoulders up towards the top of the mat? So let's see when you shrug. It looks a little better. Let's see how it works for you. And then really roll your shoulder blades and like really tuck the elbows, tuck tight into the sides. Okay, and you can just raise one leg up if you don't want to go into the floor.
Close. Well, there you go.
Yeah, you can do half of it too.
We go back and forth and back and forth.
Sure you can. What you want to think about in that tree leg, right? Make sure you're not pushing on your knee though, please. Yeah. Is you're thinking about the leg that's up, pushing the sole of the foot up, right? So you take more body weight off of your trunk. So that leg, the tree leg that's pushing it gives you more space to elongate. That's what I like about it. Oh, ouchie. Make sure your back's okay to do this inversion, right?
It's my hands that hurt.
Oh, your hands.
And this one.
Come on sooner if you need to. Sometimes you feel like a tree, sometimes you don't. You know the same. Make sure you've done both tree legs before you exit out of the pose, okay? And when you are finished, you're going to pick and invert the counter pose, your back bend. Either you're going to do the passive one with the blanket roll with your shoulders off the roll and your legs out on the floor, or you can do fish pose with your elbows clasped behind your back.
That was fun.
Liked it? Okay, you might like to flex your knees first, Kim, so you get there, and then you can lengthen up your levers after. That works.
I like this elbow one better than the other
Than
version.
a regular fish?
Yeah.
See, things are good around here after all. Breathe in, of course. Basically, in your counter pose, you stay for 1/3 of the time that you were in your inversion. So if you're in the passive one with the roll, you can stay here forever, right? So it's the fish one. I'm not gonna let you stay here forever. We still have another tree to do. So if you're in fish, you can release out of your fish. And those of you with the blanket roll, you're going to flex your knees, slide your blanket out. And then everybody's going to come in constructive rest. So with your knees bent, soles of the feet on the floor, once you remove your blanket. So I don't want your legs extended, I want your feet on the floor. Your arms are just passive at your sides, and we're just going to do a little neck rotation for our neck in case we felt any tension. So here at the center, we breathe in. Exhale, massage the back of the head as you slowly rotate to the right. Stay there, inhale again. Exhale, massage back to the center. Breathe here at the center. Exhale, massage the back of the head as you rotate to the left. Stay there, take a breath in. Exhale, come back to the center. Okay, let's do that one more time, either side on your own time. Once you're back to the center, just pause there for a few breaths. And if you like, you can hug the knees in for a little bit of gas relief pose for a moment. A few little rocks if you want. All right, roll over to your side. I'm going to demo the next two poses for you. First, we're going to do another side bend. A tree pose put into Supta Nitabhasana. And then we're going to do a very strange twist. That's a tree twist. I can't make any promises that I'll do it correct. But I'm going to try it. From my notes, I'm going, what am I talking about? Okay, so just so you know in advance. So what I like to do for the supine one is I like to put a blanket on the floor so it can kind of slide. So if you have a carpet at home, you're going to have to move it. Okay? So let me show you both of them first, okay? So I got my blanket for my head. All right. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? But we're going to do a tree leg. I'm not going to push on my knee. I usually go to high tree, but not necessarily, right? You could be in low tree. Let's see. I'm going to say low tree. So what I want to do here is, before I get really excited, move my legs slightly to the right, come into my tree. It is a high tree. Now I'm going to hold the blanket, lift my head up, and create that lateral flexion. Oh my gosh. So I could be with my hands in the beach mode. I can't quite reach a tree, but I could have my arms long. Okay? When I come back, the neck comes out first, help the tree leg up. Do, and walk the legs over, we do the other side. Okay? Now when we do the twist, this is a weird one. Okay. I will need a blanket over my head, so just let me move for a second. Now, so basically what we're doing is we're starting an upward forward stretch. And then I'm going to come into a tree leg. Ooh, and I'm supposed to hold the right ankle. Oh, yeah. Okay, get ready for this weird twist. Psych myself up. This knee is going to come down to the floor. I'm going to show you if mine hits the floor, what happens. Above my shoulder, I can't twist properly. So I'm not going to go all the way down. So for me to enable me to keep my left shoulder blade on the floor, I probably go about, that would be my max. And then I look in opposition. Okay, and I can push this foot after my neck comes out to come up. Okay, so it's a tree leg in the air, twisted. Awesome. Okay, come on down, I'll cut the curve. So do get the blanket if you have a floor that you can slide along. If not, you're going to have to carefully pick it up. If you have a carpet, it won't slide. Okay. So we got our setup. Supine we are. We got our blanket. Okay, so walk both your legs slightly to the right side of your mat, just a smidge, not too far. And then you're going to flex your right knee, either put the sole of your foot below the knee or so low to your high tree. And there's a little stretch in the adductors on the right side. Okay. So pay attention to what you want to do. That's going to make you a happy person. Then you're going to reach back, hold your blanket, take a breath in, lift the head, and then exhale, bring your right elbow towards your right hip. You can either leave the hands behind the head on the beach mode, tree arms, or extend them into a big V. Or just leave your arms passive. No pressure. No pushing on your knee. That's nice. Breathe. Good job. Take a breath in. Now exhale. I like to hold the blanket and help to move my neck back to neutral, slide along the floor. And then you can even take your right hand and help your right leg up. And then lengthen your right leg straight up. Okay? We'll get set up for the other side. So walk your legs slightly to the left a little bit. Not too aggressive. Flex the left knee. The sole of the foot's below the knee or above the knee, whichever one you prefer. And then we have our hands behind the blanket. You're going to inhale, lift the head. Exhale, bring the left elbow towards the left hip, creating that lateral flexion. Then decide what are you going to do with your arms. And breathe. You might feel the stretch more on one side than the other, depending on your body, dominant side. Few more breaths. All right, from here, you're gonna get ready. Take a breath in, position your arms where you can get a hold of the blanket, and then exhale, bring your neck back to neutral. Assist the left leg if you want. Lengthen it out. Okay. So either you can move your head entirely back on your mat or stay with your blanket there for your blanket, that's fine. So now we're going to come into the tree, the strange tree twist. Okay, so flex your knees, bring your knees in the chest, lengthen both up towards the ceiling. All right, so now you're going to flex your left knee and put the left sole of your foot onto your, did I say that right? Flex the left. Okay, I'll go for that. Now that means you're going to be holding your left elbow if your left knee is flexed. So hold your left elbow with hold your left ankle, with your left hand. Very good, Helen. Okay, so we breathe in, exhale. We're going to lower the left knee towards the mat, but we have to keep our right shoulder blade in. Okay, so not many people are going to have that knee on the floor, and if your right shoulder is up in the air. That's it. Now, once you've settled in, you got your spot, you can inhale and exhale. Look away from your flex knee side, whichever tree leg you're on. So if you've got your left knee bent, you're looking to the right. Breathe. Try to keep both your shoulder blades down, right? That's what we're trying to do in a supine spinal twist. Inhale, exhale, use your core, bring your neck out, do. Bring that leg back up. You can assist yourself or just hold your ankle and help you. Okay? So let's absolutely do the same thing on the other side. So now flex your opposite knee, get a hold of that same ankle. When you're ready, inhale and exhale. That right knee then will be dropping towards the right, keeping the left shoulder blade down on the mat. Once you settle in, you're okay. Then inhale and exhale, looking towards the left, away from the working side. feels about equal. You're ready to take the breath in. Exhale, return your neck to neutral. Assist that leg up. Lengthen your right to match the left. All right, in through there. And then flex your knees. Gas relieve the pose. Hug your knees in. Now we're going to be doing a pranayama next in corpse pose. Don't get too excited. We're not going to be here too long. But if you're not happy to lengthen your legs right out on the floor, then by all means flex your knees or slide your bolster under your knees. Okay. Now, as you get in your position, make sure you're cozy. That's what I'm saying about it. And your arms are just passively. I'm not trying to do back bend. The arms are just resting along the side body, 6 to 8 inches away from your hips with the palms facing upward. That's it. Okay? Now, we're not going to go totally in corpse pose and go yoga nidra yet. We're going to be coming up for meditation, so don't get too cozy is what I'm saying. Okay, so I want you to focus on your breathing. Begin by watching your inhalation, your exhalation. Keeping the front body open. Now, wherever your breath is at, we're going to try to breathe in and out for 3 counts. You're going to breathe in, 1, 2, 3. Breathe out, 3, 2, 1. Okay, let's do that again. In, 1, 2, 3, and out, 3, 2, 1. Then you're going to go to 4. So you breathe in, 1, 2, 3, 4. Out, 4, 3, 2, and you keep adding until you can't go anymore. So then it's 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Your goal is to get to 10, or as far as you can, okay? Once you reach your maximum limit, just stay with that count. Should be close to 10 if you're still working. Once you reach 10, just return back to your regular breathing pattern. And as you return back to your regular breathing pattern, just notice how easy it is to breathe for short count. Rest there. Where any sensations in the body as you breathe. And we're going to progress along to our meditation. So when you're ready, slowly flex your knees. You can hug in through gas relieving pose or just roll over to the side, whichever one you like. And as you come up, I'd like you to get ready in your meditative seat, whichever pose you're going to pick and whichever is in your prop. Once you're up there, I'll explain the mudra that we're going to do today. Okay, today we're going to do the Bhumi Sparsa Mudra, which is a gesture of surrender and earth as a witness. So basically it's Chin Mudra. I touch the index finger to the thumbs, and my other 3 fingers are long and stretched out. But what I do is I take the hands to the floor and touch the 3 fingers down to the floor, mostly the middle and the ring finger, touching floor. So I don't want to be flexed. I want to reach back. I just want my shoulders, a little softness to the elbows, and just touch the ground. Okay, so you feel supported by the earth. Okay? So come into Chin Mudra, palms facing downward. Let's make sure I got my hands in the right direction. I did. Okay. 3 fingers nice and long. And feel your shoulders equal from side to side. And just kind of rock forward and back to engage through the bandhas. Skull presses back, closing the eyes. Notice your natural breath. I'm not trying to direct you how to breathe here. So Bhumi means earth and Sparsa means touch. This is a mudra of taking Mother Earth as witness. In the Buddhist tradition of Thailand, this mudra symbolizes Buddha's enlightenment under the Bodhi tree. In the yogic tradition, this mudra is practiced at the end of a session. It facilitates letting go of all negativity, toxins, and emotional blockages by draining, surrendering them down towards Mother Earth. Let's take 3 more breaths here from the inhale. The exhalation, release the mudra. The hands move over and rest entirely into the thighs, soften the shoulders. Slide the hands towards the hip creases, root down, just take a nice breath in. Chin down, eyes fully open a few times. And back into space. Okay, let's get ourselves ready for yoga nidra. So find your corpse pose. Any props you like to use, go ahead and use them. Get yourself comfortable. That's the main objective. Okey-doke. Okay, find your space. Allowing the legs and the arms fall outward to the sides. Palms facing upward. Fingers naturally curled. And just survey through your body, looking for any areas where you tend to store tension. And if you find any spots, breathe into them now. And with the exhalation, soften and let go. Try that again. Nice breath in. And so release. Notice where the breath is traveling. Either feel the breath flow easily into the belly, into the ribs, or upwards towards the chest. And wherever it's going, let it follow its own path. Now is the time for you to select your intention. Remember, it has to be positive and repeat it 3 times silently to yourself now. Full awareness and focus. Back to your natural breath. Allow yourself to relax. Just remain tuned into your breathing with no attempt to change its pace. Simply be aware. Noticing the physical body. Starting with your toes. Release your toes. Release your feet. Release your ankles. Release your entire foot. Release the shin muscles. Release the calf muscles. Release the lower leg. Release the back of the knee. Release the front of the knee. Release the entire knee. Release the inner thigh. Release the top of the thigh. Release the back of the thigh. Release the outside of the thigh. Release the entire thigh. Release the pelvis. Release the pelvic floor. Release the buttocks. Release the hips. Release the entire pelvis and all the muscles within. Release the belly. Release the chest. Release the front of the trunk. Release the sacrum. Release the low back. Release the middle of the back. Release the upper back. Release the back of the trunk. Release the shoulders. Release the upper arms. Release the elbows. Release the forearms. Release the wrists. Release the hands. Release the fingers. Release the entire arm. Release the front of the neck. Release the sides of the neck. Release the back of the neck. Release the entire neck. Release the back of the head. Release the crown of the head. Release the temples. Release the forehead. Release the eyes. Release the nose. Release the mouth. Release the tongue. Release the chin. Release the jaws. Release the cheeks. Release the ears. Release the temples. Release the entire face and head. Connect to your breath. Begin to surrender the weight of your body into the earth. Slowly inhale, slowly exhale, natural for you. Imagine that you are a redwood tree, your roots extending far into the earth, gathering nourishment. Feel your strong, straight trunk, hundreds and hundreds of years old, extending up from the earth. Your branches reach towards the sky in all directions, and your leaves gather in the healing energy of the sun. Allow the sun's energy to flow down through you, and allow the energy of the earth to flow up through you. Inhaling and exhaling. Healing energy, relaxing energy deep within. Simply rest, feeling yourself rooted to the earth as you remain aware of the breath. Slowly flowing in and slowly flowing out. Now's the time for you to remember your intention again. Repeat it 3 times, silently to yourself. Same awareness and focus once more. Turn back to your natural breath. Fingers and toes, create some energy for yourself to move. Slowly bending your right knee, placing the right sole of your foot to the floor or bolster if you're using one. And follow this with the left. If you're using the eye pillow, you'll just reach up, remove it from your face now to the floor, and still keep your eyes closed. And then reach with your right hand towards your right leg, hug the right knee in towards your chest. Join it also with the left. You have both legs in together. Here you can remain still or rock from side to side, whichever one you like the most for your body. You want to pick a side you want to roll to, away from injury, left or right. And as you come onto the side, flex the bottom elbow to support your head. And let's take our usual 2 breaths. Let's take a deep breath in. Sigh. One more time, inhale. And exhale. And then return back to your natural breath here. Slowly let your eyes open as you come back into the space. Adjusting to light. Use your hand and your elbow to resist and articulate up and up your spine. You're back in the space. And find a seat you want to sit in to end the class. Use a prop if you like. And I'll do the reading for this class. I broke my glasses, but I already taped them up. I just brought them to the students definitely. And they're probably worth $6. So you're ready. The reading. I'll let things go. That's what I tell myself. Okay, flexibility is the capacity to bend without breaking, as well as a continual willingness to change or be changed in order to accommodate new circumstances. People with flexible minds are open to shifting their course when necessary or useful. Just as we create flexibility in our bodies by stretching physically, we can create limberness in our minds by stretching mentally. Every day we have the opportunity to exercise our flexibility. As we do this, our minds become more subtle and open, and when changes come our way, we are able to accommodate and flow with the new reality.
Sitting.
Okay, float the arms up into Anjali Mudra. And then exhale down to Namaskar Mudra. Release the gaze. Chanting Om. Take a deep breath in. Gaze downward, take a couple breaths into the heart, breathing in. Exhaling out. Another breath in the heart. And exhale. Gently let your eyes open downward towards your hands. Just pause a moment here. And slowly bring your gaze back up into the space. Much receiving. Namaste. 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 Namaste.
Namaste.
Hold the arms up, raise your prana, take a deep breath in. And exhale. Well, how are we liking trees now?
That's a tough class.
Kim liked it again. Yay! Any comments? Let me know.
Yes.
Thank you, Helen. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes. Have a good sleep.
Thank you.
Night.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, Helen. Good night.
See you tomorrow. Stop the recording. Here we go.